G'day, this is Simon at South OC Cars and Coffee. Hey, what a crazy morning this morning. James is not with us, he's at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, but we have an amazing turnout of lots of different clubs. We got 26 different supercars on the way in soon. We got 40 BMWs. We got 30 classic Chevys, C10s, muscle cars from the Quarantine Cruise join us. Make sure to check out the Quarantine Cruise, that place is absolutely amazing. Plus all the array of normal exotics, hot rods, muscle cars, you name it. Now don't forget, if you're coming to South OC Cars and Coffee, please remember to respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and coming and leaving the show, including getting on the freeway. Let's go for a walk and check some stuff out. What a way to kick off the show. We have got a ton of exotics coming into the club. We're going to look at those in a minute. Don't forget to check out our merchandise. We got some cool stuff. These amazing hoodies while they still last, and the brand new t-shirts as well. Great range. Coming this way though, check this out. This is a group that pre-organised to be here. We got a couple of MC20s, there's a Tura, there's an SVJ, there's a ton of exotics coming in through here. Check this out. Have a look at this beautiful Ferrari. This green is amazing. These wheels are just absolutely spectacular. This looks incredible. I mentioned in the intro, we've got a whole group of guys that have come down from NorCal to go to the Quarantine Cruise tomorrow that happens from Costa Mesa. This is the first of the cars. Check this thing out. This is a beautiful old Chevy, and look under the hood, LSX transplant. The way I could tell it was an LSX before I even got up to it, had this Air Force, MSD Air Force intake manifold. They only fit the LSX, so straight away I knew what that was. But just the way this motor's been done is so super clean. 102mm throttle body down there. This is a really nice LS transplant. You know, sometimes guys will go overboard with stuff, but this is super clean. Clean stock interior, really cool. Now, other stuff, we got the truck there. This Black Widow exhaust, check this thing out. This is insane. First thing I want to show you is, look at the brake, look at the shifter. Look at the box that's sitting here. The reason that box is sitting there is have a look how far that engine is set back. There's the cross member there. You normally don't see that. The sumper's normally sitting right over the top of that. This motor's got to be set back at least 14 inches because that changes the balance of the vehicle. Particularly important on something like a pickup like this because obviously there's no weight over the back wheels. So if you want to get sort of 50-50 weight balance, you've got to move that motor right back there. So this super clean. Next to it, beautiful looking Malibu. What I love about this is an LS, but it's got classic looking old school Chevy valve covers. But look at this, running an LSA style supercharger on the top of it. Really neat, and yet the classic old fluid bottle there. I love it when you see this old with new stuff. Next to it, another really good Malibu. Beautiful looking car. Now, once again, this thing looks super clean. Just really neat, beautiful looking engine, but once again, it's a modern engine. See the two fuel injector rails through there? Obviously, it's got a throttle body underneath that stock looking air cleaner, but everything's done on this, including those valve covers again to make it look original. Another one, Chevelle, look at this. Running a TVS 2650 supercharger from Boost District. Those guys do incredible work. LS transplant once again. Another one, can't tell you what that's got because the hood's closed. Check out the carbon fibre on this guy. That is absolutely beautiful. Moving right along, another Chevelle here. This one's old school. Big block, 396 sitting under the hood with this thing. Very cool. Gen 5 Camaro. 1954 Bel Air. This thing is running a small block Chev. This is a real survivor looking car. Very cool. Still even got the column shifter up there, which is great. Next to it, bit of patina showing through here. Once again, super clean looking LS. Those old school Chevrolet valve covers, but running that Holley EFI high-rise manifold. Fuel rails through there. Super, super clean. Next to it, very clean looking Malibu convertible, which looks great. 69 Camaro, Z28 badge on the front. Wonder if it really is. Another Chevelle, another one through there. Down here, another 69 Camaro running this great looking Z28 front end on it. This old school, small block Chev. Then this guy, this thing is absolutely crazy. This is an old GMC truck. Love this. This is like almost typifies the whole theory of rat rod. Have a look at the suspension on this thing. The wrapped head is coming out through there, and this, you know, this stuff has got some good stuff going on inside of it. Cool looking race seats there. Great looking shifter and brake down there. And get to the bit on the back here. Massive King off-road suspension, oil cooler, radiator set back here. This thing is super tough. Really, really cool looking truck. And rolling through, still going through here. Really nice clean Chevelle here. This running a small block and more of an old school blower. This is a TBS supercharger, root style, probably something like a 671 style blower on that small block. Big block on this Chevelle over here, and here another one, great looking Chevelle. The group continues over here. Still rolling through. C10, another great looking Chevelle. Once again, LS transplant there. Gen 2 Camaro there. Wow, just all the way through. Corvette here. Very tough looking Mustang down here. Have a look at this. Very tough. We looked at this the other week. See the clear in the valve covers on the top, so you can actually see the rockers working down there. FI Tech fuel injection. Very clean. Another Chevelle here, Super Sport. Really, really clean group.
I'm not a saint, you mad, you're sugar.
Couple of Land Rovers here, this first old classic, really great. Look at the step on the side, really great looking thing. Next to it, a later model Discovery. We had one of these in Australia about the same year. This sort of looks like 99, 2000 or whatever. I still have recurring nightmares about working on the thing. Was Sarah's favourite car until we got her the Cayman. But that's because she didn't have to work on it like I did. I still had therapy having to do stuff on it. But great looking trucks, aren't they? They just look good and really, really capable. They're wonderful until you have to work on them.
So obsessed with me.
Couple of great looking cars here. This one, have a look. It's got 47 on the hood, so I'm guessing it is a 1947. Ton of custom work on this thing. Have a look at the roof chop, the French headlights, just tons of stuff being done. Come through the back, look how tiny that window is when it's cut. And then also these taillights, the way these have been Frenched in here. Really, really cool. So this great, tough looking thing. Next to it, really nice looking Chevy as well. It's great looking Bel Air, running a LS under the hood. This one's actually for sale, but I love these classic cars. They look great.
I'm obsessed with making me a perfect lie. Makeup is out, naturals in, letting my skin glow out. You took it shit if you don't like this. You still live in your man's world. I'm not gonna spend the night, I'm talking.
69 Camaro, anyone? What a lineup. Check out the first one running an LT4. That's the same motor they run in the Gen 6 Camaros. Next to it, another 69. Hood's not up, so can't tell you what's under the hood of that one. Big block in there, looking really cool. Now to a small block Chevy in this one, and then another big block up here. What a great car, and I don't care what anybody thinks. I reckon that the front of the 69 is one of the most imposing front ends, particularly when they have the concealed headlights.
Ready for this. You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Get ready for this.
So this is what I love about the show. Talk about diversity. So here we have, obviously, 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Looks like it's running a small block under the hood. Still got the 6.6 litre and the shaker on there. Absolutely brilliant. Next to it, really clean looking 32. This thing is sweet. Once again, running small block Chev. You can see underneath there, it's got a blower as well. This is a classic looking 32 hot rod. Love it. But then next to it, check out this Jaguar that we've got here. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. This is an XK140. Have a look underneath there, that beautiful classic Jaguar engine. Just really wonderful. That beautiful interior, super clean. I mean, just this, okay, and they keep rolling. Let's keep walking along. So from the Jag, we're going to go to a classic chopped Woody. So Woody's a classic, but then to chop it as well. And then finally, an old Citroen. Once again, you don't see these every single day. This is an amazing car. Like it, hate it, polarized people. There was so much technology in these cars way before everyone else. I think, for example, seatbelts were one of the first things that these guys developed. But little things like, look at that single bar steering wheel. Like, you think about the steering wheel on most cars in this era, they were pretty ugly and big things. This wasn't. The high indicators on it, just lots of little different things. These guys also had headlights that would actually follow the road as they went around the corner. Not on all models, but just the plushness, for example, of this interior. So as we walked along this front row, just such a diversity of car, and then, you know, next to it, we've got a Supra. So just amazing cars. And actually, I've got to keep it going as well, because this thing rolled in. Have a look at this. This is a modern Mini, but somebody's done an off-road take on it. When you look at it, it looks like it could have come from the factory like this. Ton of suspension changes, you said, massive wheels. I guess you've got to change the gear ratio as well to be able to handle it. But this thing just looks good. I mean, it looks like it could have come from the factory that way. Very cool.
Sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew this. When I'm with you, I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want.
So crowd of people around this thing. I did not know they made two-door Continentals like this. I didn't grow up in the US, obviously, so I'd not seen them. And when we see Continentals, we're so used to seeing them with the suicide doors that to see a two-door for me, I thought, is this something that, I mean, everything else on this car is custom, so I wouldn't have been surprised. Have a look at the massive steel wheels on it. Really over the top interior. And then the amazing thing for me is have a look under the hood. You lift the hood and you've got a hood. It's a whole metal cover underneath there. So excellent. Yeah, really interesting. So interesting to see a car that's obviously a ton of custom work, but for me, just something I've never seen, that two-door version of Continental like that. We've got a few Supras here today, and this one is just super tough. First thing that caught my eye, well, bead locks on the back, running Mickey Thompson ET Street drag radials on there, which is super cool. And then as we look under the hood, ton of work done under here. Massive turbo over there as well. Catch can over here. This thing is super tough. Next to another Supra as well. I don't know about you, but I still think the classic Supras for me are the one that I would have.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
Now the crowds have cleared, so I can show you this thing. This is an F650. It's Ford's smallest compact pickup. I tell lies. Have a look at the size of this thing. Absolutely huge. I remember the first time I saw one of these, somebody imported it into Australia. I remember standing looking and going, huh? Who would need something this big? Because of course in Australia the biggest pickups we have are something about the size of a Tacoma. But this thing is super cool. I mean, it's massive. My head is just coming up to about the level of that tray there. Absolutely incredible. And these are nice little ankle scrapers down here, aren't they? Very, and it's for sale. So if you have a small parking space somewhere, and you need to park a small compact vehicle, perhaps this is the vehicle for you. Perfect daily driver. So a lot of the crowd have left us today, but we had 40 no less BMWs come in. Part of the group's still here. If you've got a club, just like the guys in the exotics on this row over here, or the guys we looked at before that came down from NorCal, all those classic Chevys, all these BMW guys, please reach out to us in advance, either via Instagram, our South Thursday Cars and Coffee merch Instagram page, or our Facebook page, or our website. We'll get you in early, we'll get you a great park like these guys did together, and help you really enjoy the show. This SV is my favourite colour of all time. I didn't used to be into supercars. I appreciated them, but wasn't really passionate about them. Now I can absolutely see myself in something like a Huracan in this orange. It just looks so good, especially offset when you've got black or carbon fibre. What a beautiful, beautiful looking car. This was the last car we let in the lot today before we closed it off because we were full. This BMW caught my eye. What a great little car. Got the Marlboro sort of livery on it. Just absolutely wonderful. That classic old interior. There's something about these 2002s or 2002s, depending on where you're from. I just love them. I remember riding one when I was about 18 years of age and just couldn't believe how they revved so high. They're just a great little capable car, and really the start of BMW being something that a lot of people noticed. This looks great the way this has been done. Very nice. It's later in the day, so a lot of guys have left us, but there's been a ton of motorcycles again. I'm so glad we moved these guys over to the other side so they can have more room. Check this out all the way as far as we can see down here. Nice looking 55 caught my eye here. Looked under the hood and looked kind of familiar. That's running a 2.9 litre Whipple on a LS, which is kind of the same as I'm running in my Camaro. Looks like a 4-inch pulley, so it's running probably about 8 pounds of boost. So on an LS, it's probably making around about, at the wheels, probably about 520 horsepower. This is why we need to walk around the show and just check out beyond the main lot and the overflow exotics lot. Sitting right here, look at this beautiful Ferrari, and we've got a R8 Spider over there, beautiful GT3 RS, and then look at the green on this Porsche over here. This is really pretty. Now the nice thing about Porsche is you can actually paint a sample, so if there's a colour that you love, Porsche will actually do that for you as a custom build, about 20 grand or so. They've actually stopped doing it on the current run of the 992. They're going to do it on the 992.2, but still great way to get whatever colour you want. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the show. What an incredible turnout this morning. Great variety of vehicles. I want to do a big shout out to all of our sponsors, to Maguire's, Polestar, the PDM brands, Next Level Auto Protection, Carbontastic, Happy Jewelers, and Vetstein Law, and our newest sponsor, Slush Motorsports. Make sure to check them out on our website. Big thank you to all of our volunteers. We could not do the show without them. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on our South OC Cars and Coffee merch Instagram page. That's where we put all of our latest merchandise. You can also contact us through Facebook and also through our website as well. If you become a volunteer, you get to bring your car in early, and Ruby's also hooks you up with a free coffee and donut as well. Big thank you to Ruby's for doing that, and also the Outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. We could not do the show without them. Please remember, if you need to do any shopping, go to the restaurant, movies, whatever you want to do, come to the Outlets. Make sure to tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. That is it for another week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.